here is a look at the 3 to 6 feet, not inches, 3 to 6 feet of snow is what they are potentially saying they could have for the Browns game on Sunday. That's per Matt Benz from AccuWeather. It's a lake effect system that they are expecting to be historic in its nature. Those are the words from the AccuWeather. Kevin Stefanski talked about preparing for a game that has the potential of having severe weather.
I wouldn't say two separate game plans, but you're always, when weather is going to be a factor, as it might be, you're always thinking about having plays that you might turn to should it be a major factor. Jacoby played in a whiteout in this stadium in 2017, so he's used to it. Alex Van Pelt's on staff. He played there for many years, so the guys are prepared for if that's what it ends up being, but can't spend too much time worrying about that. Just on the front end, just put together a plan and ready to pivot in the moment if need be.
I don't know that anybody has an advantage because they were from there or played in it. It's weather's weather.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's where this whole thing is going to get crazy. I mean, we remember 15 years ago the snow game in Cleveland. Ironically enough, between these two teams, that was an 8-0 Browns win. I mean, everybody knows Phil Dawson 50-plus yard field goal that hit out the crossbar, in which I think it was the second time that season he got lucky with a little extra English off the crossbar to kick a field goal. So it's kind of fitting that 15 years later we might get part two of a snowball between these two teams. So I'm interested how it's going to look. I don't think we're going to know field conditions or anything like that till around kickoff. I don't know if it's going to be a thing where the snow keeps piling up on the field so fast that they can't get it off in time. I don't know if it's going to be like 20, 30 mile an hour winds. I'm not sure what it all is going to look like. But, I mean, we know, the saying, Mother Nature is often a great equalizer. And I think like I said before, this is the type of environment that leans towards the run game. And it's going to be interesting how, the Browns prepare for that game. Like, do they go more 6 offensive linemen? Do we see them go back to 7 offensive linemen in certain situations? Try to run the football against that stout Buffalo defense. And if you're the Browns defense, you should be preparing for a lot of Josh Allen runs. I would venture to guess at least 12 to 15 runs minimum for Josh Allen if he's not going to throw the ball deep to Stephon Diggs. And it's certainly also a game where you're going to have to tackle, because the elements can be tricky, but it's still a situation where, if you are if you're a receiver and you make a guy miss, the field should be slippery enough in the cold where you can easily get an extra few yards, and it may not be as easy to bring you down because defenders just don't have as much traction. So it's football in a blizzard is a completely different sport entirely. It may look ugly in some cases, but I mean, it's the kind of sporting event that I think the fans enjoy watching when they're at home, and the one that winning team will enjoy putting photos up in their building when it's done.